I want to ask you something that most people are afraid to answer honestly.
When you imagine a good life, a really good life, how much of that picture involves money?
Be honest. Not what you're supposed to say, what you actually think.
Because here's what most people say out loud. Money isn't everything. Love matters more. Health matters more. Family matters more.
And they are right. All of those things matter more.
But here's what those same people think quietly at 3 in the morning, when the bills are unpaid, when the opportunity passed because they couldn't afford it, when they watched their child want something they couldn't give.
Money isn't everything. But the absence of it, the real, daily, grinding absence of it, it touches everything.
Your health, your relationships, your options, your peace.
And the people who say money doesn't matter, most of them have enough of it.
Today, we have the honest conversation, the one most people never have out loud.
Money is not everything, but it is a lot, and pretending otherwise, it is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Speak Unstoppable, the podcast where we help you speak English naturally and confidently through real, honest conversations.
I'm John.
And I'm Maria. So happy you're here with us today.
This episode is for B1 to B2 learners, intermediate to upper intermediate level English.
How are you feeling today, John?
Honestly, a little provocative today, because this topic, I have strong feelings about it.
Same, and I think our listeners will too. Before we start, thank you. Really, thank you for being here today.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to tell you about 2 people I know.
Tell us.
Person 1 has a beautiful family, deeply loving relationships, strong faith, real contentment in the simple things.
That sounds wonderful.
It is. And person 1 also worries every month about rent, about school fees, about what happens if someone gets sick, about whether there will be enough.
And that worry, it takes something. From the joy, from the peace, from the relationships.
Person 2 has money, real financial security, options, the ability to say yes to opportunities and no to things that drain them.
And are they happy?
Some days, yes. Some days, no. Because money solved certain problems completely and left others completely untouched.
So which person has the better life?
That is the wrong question.
What is the right question?
The right question is, what does money actually do? And what does it absolutely not do? And why do most people never think clearly about either?
Because most people are either defending money, money is everything, get as much as you can, or dismissing it, money doesn't matter, love is enough.
And both of those extremes, they are wrong. And they cost people.
Today, we find the honest middle. In real English, with real examples, and with complete honesty about what money is and what it is not.
Maybe this is you. You have complicated feelings about money. You want it, but feel a little guilty about wanting it. You tell people it doesn't matter, but you know it does.
Today, we untangle that. Together. Okay, let's start with complete honesty. What does money actually do?
Not what people say it does. Not the clichés. What it actually, practically, genuinely does in a person's life.
Number 1. Money buys options.
This is the most important thing money does, and the least talked about.
When you have money, you have choices. You can choose where to live, what work to do, whether to stay in a situation or leave it.
And when you don't have money, your choices shrink. You stay in the job you hate because you need it. You stay in the city that doesn't suit you because you can't afford to move. You stay in situations because leaving costs money you don't have.
Options, this word is everything. Money doesn't just buy things. It buys the ability to choose your life.
And the freedom to choose, that is one of the most valuable things a human being can have.
Number 2, money buys peace of mind. Peace of mind means freedom from worry and anxiety.
When you have a financial cushion, when you know that if something goes wrong, there is something to fall back on, you sleep differently.
You breathe differently.
You make decisions differently. Because the decisions are not made from fear, from desperation, from I have no choice.
They are made from a place of relative calm. And decisions made from calm, they are almost always better than decisions made from fear.
Number 3, money buys time.
This one people rarely think about. But money, when used wisely, buys you more of the thing you can never get more of: time.
You can pay someone to clean your house, to fix your car, to handle the administrative things that eat hours of your week.
And those hours, you get to spend on what matters: on your family, on your health, on your growth, on your English.
Yes, on your English. The time you spend here, it is an investment in something that will give you access to more options, more opportunities, more time, eventually.
So money buys time. And time, well spent, is the whole point of a good life.
Number 4, money buys access to health.
This is the most sobering one. Sobering means making you think seriously about something important.
When you have money, you go to the doctor when something feels wrong. You get the test. You get the treatment. Early, before things get serious.
When you don't have money, you wait. You hope it goes away. You delay. And sometimes, what was small becomes big because of the delay.
And this is not fair. It is one of the most unfair things about the world. But it is real.
Money does not guarantee health. But the absence of money, it makes health significantly harder to protect.
So when someone says money doesn't matter, ask them what they would do if they got sick tomorrow and had nothing saved.
Maybe you know this feeling too. A decision in your life was shaped or limited by money, or the absence of it.
That experience, it is not just personal. It is the experience of most people in the world.
Okay, now the other side. Because the conversation about money is only honest if we include both sides.
What money cannot do.
Number 1, money cannot buy genuine human connection.
This sounds like a cliché, but it is profoundly true.
The richest people in the world, many of them describe loneliness as one of their greatest struggles.
Because money can buy presence. It can buy attention. It can buy people who act like they care.
But it cannot buy someone who genuinely loves you, who is there not because of what you have, but because of who you are.
And the difference between those two things, between performed care and genuine care, a person always feels it, even if they can't always name it.
Number 2. Money cannot buy self-respect.
Self-respect means the feeling of pride and confidence in yourself.
You can have everything and still not like who you are. Still not feel that your life is being used well. Still not feel that you are becoming the person you should be.
And no amount of money fills that gap. In fact, sometimes significant money, earned in the wrong way or used in the wrong way, makes that gap larger.
Number 3. Money cannot buy back time.
We said earlier that money can buy more time. And that is true.
But there is one kind of time that money absolutely cannot buy back. Time that has already passed.
The years with your children when they were small. The last conversations with people who are gone. The experiences you delayed because you were always working, always chasing.
These, once past, are gone, and no amount of money recovers them.
And this is perhaps the saddest mistake wealthy people make. Trading the time that matters for more money than they need.
Number 4. Money cannot buy peace with yourself.
If you are not at peace inside, money gives that restlessness more options, not more peace.
A restless, anxious person without money worries about paying bills.
A restless, anxious person with money worries about keeping it, about people wanting it, about whether they deserve it, about what comes next.
The anxiety finds new material, but it doesn't disappear.
Because anxiety lives inside, and money is outside, and no outside thing permanently fixes an inside problem.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You got something you wanted, financially, and for a moment it felt like everything would be better.
And some things were better. And some things, surprisingly, were exactly the same.
That experience, it is not disappointment, it is information about what money actually does and doesn't do. Okay, let's talk about the two extreme attitudes toward money, because both of them, they are expensive.
Extreme 1. Money is everything. The only measure of success. The only goal worth pursuing. The thing that determines your value.
And people with this extreme, they work for money, relentlessly, at the expense of everything else.
Health. Relationships. Joy. Presence. Time with the people they love.
And they often get the money and discover, too late, that they traded things they cannot buy back.
The word for this is hollow. Hollow means empty inside, despite appearing full from the outside.
A hollow victory. You won, but you lost more than you gained.
Extreme 2. Money doesn't matter. Wanting money is greedy. Caring about money is shallow. Real people don't care about money.
And people with this extreme, they often stay poor. Not because they chose to, but because they never developed a healthy relationship with money.
They feel guilty about earning more. They avoid learning about finance. They give away more than they should. They don't negotiate. They don't plan.
And then, when difficulty arrives, when the emergency happens, when the opportunity comes, they have nothing to work with.
And the people they love, they suffer for it too.
So both extremes cost you, different costs, but real costs.
The healthy relationship with money, it lives in the middle.
Money matters, It is a real and powerful resource. Treat it with respect. Learn about it. Earn it honestly. Manage it wisely.
And money is not everything. Do not sacrifice your health, your relationships, your integrity, your peace for more of it.
Use money to build a good life, not instead of one.
And here is the phrase that captures this perfectly.
Money is a good servant, but a terrible master.
Servant means something that works for you. Master means something that controls you.
When money serves you, you use it to build what matters. When money masters you, you spend your life serving it.
The goal always is to keep money in the servant position. In your life, in your thinking, in your decisions.
Maybe you know this feeling too. Money was either too important or not important enough in your life at some point, and it cost you something real.
Most people have been at both extremes. The wisdom is in finding and staying in the middle.
Okay, real phrases. Because the way you talk about money, it shapes how you think about it. And how you think about it determines what you do with it.
Category 1. Phrases for talking about money honestly without embarrassment.
Money matters to me, and I'm not ashamed of that. I work hard, and I want my work to be rewarded.
I've learned to take money seriously. Not because I love money, but because I love the options it gives me.
I want financial security, not to be rich, but to have peace of mind.
I care about money because I care about my family. That's not greed. That's responsibility.
Category 2. Phrases for talking about money's limitations.
Money solves money problems. But not all problems are money problems.
I've seen people with everything and still not be happy. That taught me something important.
Financial security matters. But what you do with the security, that's where life actually happens.
I don't want to spend my life chasing money. I want to earn enough to live the life I actually want.
Category 3. Phrases for the balanced view.
Money is not everything, but pretending it doesn't matter is also not honest.
I try to think of money as a tool, not a goal. A tool I need to use well.
The goal is not to have the most money. The goal is to have enough and to use it wisely.
Money buys options. And options, that is what a good life is made of.
Category 4. Phrases for talking about financial goals and values.
I'm trying to build financial security, not for luxury, but for freedom.
I want to earn enough that my decisions are made from choice, not from fear.
My financial goal is simple. Enough to live well, enough to give something, and enough to not worry.
These phrases, they are honest, they are mature, and they reflect a real, balanced relationship with money.
Maybe you know this feeling too. You wanted to talk about money, but didn't have the English that matched how you actually feel about it.
Now you do. Can I share something I have been thinking about for a long time?
Please.
There is a conversation I have heard hundreds of times, in different versions, from different people.
What conversation?
Someone works their whole life, earns money, and at the end, they say one of two things. Either, I wish I had spent less time working and more time living. Or, I wish I had been smarter about money earlier. Things would have been so different.
Two different regrets. Both real. Both painful.
And I noticed, almost nobody says both at the same time. They land on one side or the other.
The ones who chased money too hard, they regret the life they missed.
And the ones who dismissed money too early, they regret the options they never had.
And The people in the middle. The ones who took money seriously enough, but not too seriously.
They tend to have the fewest regrets. Not zero. Nobody has zero. But fewer.
And I think the reason is they were honest with themselves. They didn't perform humility about money while secretly wishing they had more. They didn't chase money while secretly knowing they were losing what mattered.
They were just honest about what money does and what it doesn't and what they actually wanted from their one life.
And that honesty, it guided better decisions. About both.
And for English learners, there is a direct connection here. Developing your English, it is a financial decision and a life decision. It opens options. It adds earning potential. It gives access to a wider world.
It is one of the best investments in yourself you can make.
Because ultimately, the best thing money buys is options. And English, it buys options too.
Remember this, money is not the point. But having enough of it, wisely earned, wisely managed, wisely used, it makes the actual point of life much more reachable.
Say it again.
Money is not the point. But having enough of it, wisely earned, wisely managed, wisely used, it makes the actual point of life much more reachable.
The actual point of life, not money. But money, used well, gets you closer to it.
Okay, everyone, let's slow down now. Word tour time.
Key words from today. Say them with us.
Word 1. Options. This means choices available to you. The ability to decide between different paths. Example 1. Money doesn't just buy things, it buys options. And options are what freedom is made of. Example 2. Developing your English opens options in work, in travel, in relationships, in life.
Protect your options. Build them, because options, they are the practical definition of freedom.
Word 2. Peace of mind. This means freedom from worry and anxiety. A feeling of calm and security. Example 1. Financial security doesn't make life perfect, but it does give real peace of mind. Example 2. She chose a lower-paying job that gave her peace of mind and never regretted it.
Peace of mind is underrated. People chase excitement and achievement, but peace of mind, it is what makes daily life actually livable.
Word 3. Sobering. This means making you think seriously about something important, bringing you back to reality. Example 1. The statistics about health and financial security are sobering. They make you want to plan. Example 2. It was sobering to realize how much time had passed without real financial planning.
Some truths are sobering. Don't avoid them. Face them. Because sobering truths, they are the ones that actually change behavior.
Word 4. Hollow. This means empty inside despite appearing full from the outside. Example 1. He achieved every financial goal and felt completely hollow. Example 2. Hollow success is the most expensive kind. You pay everything for it and receive nothing that matters.
Watch for hollowness in your goals, in your definitions of success. Make sure what you're chasing, when you get it, will actually fill you.
Word 5. Servant. This means something that works for you, that you control and direct. Example 1. Money is a good servant when you control it and use it wisely. Example 2. Make your habits your servants, not your masters.
Money is a servant. Keep it there. The moment it becomes your master, you have lost something important.
Word 6. Integrity. This means doing what is right, even when it is difficult or costly. Example 1. She refused to earn money in ways that compromised her integrity. Example 2. Integrity in financial decisions. It costs sometimes in the short term and always pays in the long term.
Never sacrifice integrity for money. Because integrity, once lost, costs far more to rebuild than any amount of money is worth.
Word 7. Security. This means being protected from danger or financial worry. Having a stable foundation. Example 1. Financial security is not about being rich. It is about having enough to not live in fear. Example 2. She worked towards financial security so her family would have options, not luxuries.
The goal is security, not excess. Enough to not worry. Enough to have options. Enough to give something. That is enough.
Word 8. Reachable. This means possible to achieve. Within reach. Able to be attained. Example 1. With financial security, the actual goals of life become more reachable. Example 2. Fluency in English is reachable for everyone with consistent practice and time.
Make your goals reachable, not by lowering them, but by building the foundation that makes them accessible. Money is part of that foundation. English is part of that foundation. Both matter. Okay, one thing to do this week.
This week, sit quietly for 10 minutes and ask yourself 3 honest questions.
Question 1. What do I actually believe about money? Not what I say I believe. What I actually believe.
Question 2. Is money serving me right now? Or am I serving it?
Question 3. What would I do differently in my relationship with money if I were being completely honest with myself?
Just 3 questions. 10 minutes. This day.
And here is your sentence template for today.
Money is not everything in my life, but it matters because underscore score, underscore score, underscore, and I want to use it better by underscore, underscore, underscore.
Say it now, out loud, with your real answers.
Money is not everything in my life, but it matters because underscore score, underscore score, underscore, and I want to use it better by underscore, underscore, underscore.
Fill in the blanks honestly, not what sounds good, what is true.
Because that honesty, it is the beginning of a healthier, more intentional relationship with one of the most powerful resources in your life.
Okay, comment challenge time. And this one, we want your real opinion.
One question today, and we want the honest answer, not the polite one.
Do you think money is more important or less important than most people admit?
Write your answer using this sentence. I think money is underscore, 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 because underscore, underscore, underscore. And the most important thing money has given me, or could give me, is underscore, underscore, underscore.
Write it. In English. In the comments. Honestly.
Because this conversation, the honest one about money, it is one most people never have. And having it, even in a comment, changes something.
We read every single comment. Every one.
If this episode made you think, please give it a like. It really helps more people find us.
And subscribe to Speak Unstoppable if you haven't yet. New episodes every week. Real conversations. Real English. Real life.
Thank you for being here today.
Money is not everything.
But it is a lot.
Earn it honestly.
Manage it wisely.
Use it well.
And remember, money is the servant.
You are the master.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.